what's up, and welcome back to the channel for yet another FC Finch review, and a very special day it is. That is right, we have finished our first combiner saga. Yes, it is a not new combiner. This is a bit of an older one, and people have reviewed it before, but that's okay. We're a new channel, and we can get away with this stuff. Besides, a lot of people are just picking this set up, for the first time and realizing its awesomeness. So I think this is as good a time as any to do this. Are you ready to do this? I am ready to do this. So we are today in this episode, we are going to combine all of our Ocular Max Assaulticons to form the mighty Assaultus, aka the Combaticons, into the mighty Bruticus. So now real quick, I do already have these transformed, as you can see, into their combined modes. I do go through that transformation in my videos. There's already other videos out there, but I'll link you in the description to the rest of my playlists. You can check out the individual reviews if you would like. They are all currently posted, and that will get you all these into combined mode. Also, you can check out MGO because he also does this very well too. And that being said, I'm gonna move the camera in since I am probably not as well equipped as some, so we're gonna have to kind of operate up close. And right now, my hands can actually not reach the robot. So either way, so we're gonna pause and we're gonna zoom in real close, real quick, and start working on the combiner. So let's do it. All right, so step one, we are going to pick up our boy in Cursus here, and you can see his combiner pegs sticking out, and you want to make sure the feet are up. You know, those two tab slots under there. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna move. It helps if you move the combiner peg back like this, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Swindle here, aka Frotto. We're gonna pop his hood real quick. Actually, just pull those onto the side, and that's going to open up this slot right back here. And what we're going to do is we're going to just slide it right in there, and it'll butt up against his leg post, and then just kind of bring this down nice and even like. Oh, there we go. And then we're going to bring down the foot, and that's going to lock it into place on those two tabs right there. And then what we can do is we can kind of close the hood, and that will lock that leg in place. So there we have Swindle attached. Next up, same thing for the other side. We're gonna bring the combiner peg back, and for Brawl actually goes on just a smidge easier. Oh, I said that too soon. And you gotta watch out for the cannon here. And again, you got these two tabs right here, and you're just gonna tab the foot of Incursus right onto Brawl, or Probus, I should say. And again, it's a bit of a chore because he's got his tank right there. And you can see, there we go. We have Bruticus's legs all attached, all locked on and ready to go. Let us move on up. All right, and let us begin to attach his arms. Now to do that, he's got these little locks here that just open. This is actually really simple. And so you open up this lock right here, and you just insert, I forget his name, you insert Impetus right there, and he is now attached. Next up, we're going to, I believe the slot is the slot up? No, the slot's in back on, the slot is in back on Volatus's side. And then you just insert Volatus here. And like magic, we now have our Assaultus, aka Bruticus, in combine mode. And let me back the camera off here just so we can get a size of him. And yeah, that is actually pretty cool. I mean, so here's the thing. I'm not wild about the proportions. I mean, you can see he's got like some freaking long legs, just the way he is. I'm not wild about those proportions. Hold on, I gotta fix him real quick right there. Yep, there we go. Now he's a bit, you can see a bit. He has quite long legs. But overall, I mean, just kind of the size of this guy is absolutely a bit breathtaking, to be honest. I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but I mean, it's the size. Let's get a scale measurement of him from head to toe right now, and let's see. So he is about just over 17 inches to the top of his head and almost 20 inches to the top of his cannons right there. So again, I mean, he is not a short boy by any stretch. And just to kind of give you a measurement of the legs, you can see his legs are about 11 inches. So his legs themselves are bigger than MP44 or taller, I should say. So certainly, you can kind of see the proportions, you know, just being a bit off, but nevertheless, I mean, again, it's the size that's absolutely breathtaking. So yeah, and again, it looks very. Let's get a quick look from his back. Nothing we haven't seen before. And yeah, you can see how all that works out. And again, I mean, it's a very Bruticus-y back. Just, you know, everything looks really good, really compact. I love the way that Fraudo and Probus's weapons store. So again, you can see those on there. It just kind of looks like robot junk. You'd expect that out of Combiner. Speaking of weapon storage real quick, let's explain one thing. We still have Impetus's gun, which really doesn't go on Impetus. So what you can do is you simply open up Bruticus's back, or Assaultus' back, and you notice two tabs right here, and you notice that the gun itself has two tabs right here, and all you're going to do is you're just going to insert. It's a bit of a chore. You're going to insert them. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right in back there. And then you can just close this up. And so yeah, so if you plan on displaying this in combined mode, you can just store all the weapons right with him. Also, let's go through one transformation one more time to transform Incursus's gun. All you got to do is bring down the handle, and now it becomes a gun fit for a Bruticus. So there you go there. All right, how to do this. Let's talk about his articulation. So the head real quick. The head can do pretty much Incursus's head could do, so you get quite a good range look up. He can look down a little bit, and watch out when looking down because it does kind of break the sculpt there. And he can turn all the way around. Does it very easily too. Again, I love these joints that Ocular Max used. As for the arms, now the arms, this is the actual joint that moves, so you can actually get a wide array up on either side just like this, or if you turn it at the hinge, and again, nice beefy ratchets, he can get you a full range all the way around. One thing to notice is, at least on my copy, this likes to come untabbed when moving his arm up like that, so just be advised. Then also you do have bicep swivel on either arm, and then of course you got a nice range of motion. Now Impetus can get you just over 90. I find it hard to get just over 90 on Volatus. So Volatus can really get you just a straight 90. So just something to note there. And guess what? Get this. This guy does it all. So we have a nice ratcheted waist swivel. We have an ab crunch. I am sweating playing with this guy. We have a rather generous ab crunch, if I do say so myself. The legs, we can lift this up out of the way. This hip skirt can go all the way out for a nice fusion kick, but he can barely, even with his massive ratchets, he can barely hold brawl. Let's see if we can do it with Swindle real quick. I rarely do it with both legs, but so yeah, so even with Swindle, he can barely do that fusion kick. He can go all the way, almost all the way back. Hard to see if I'm getting all this. And of course, out to the side, and he can, wow, he can do like a jump kick. Look at that. I'm not even holding it up. There we go. He can do a jump kick. He does have a thigh swivel, and he does have a bend at the knee that gets you the full 90 on Fraudo, and the full 90 on Probus. Look at that, just the way they engineered that. Look at that, so you can get the full 90 on Probus. And of course, you do have toe tilt, you have heel tilt, you have ankle tilt, and that is on either foot. So yeah, I am sweating here. And of course, if you want, the cannons can go up and down. So there you go for that. And I am absolutely sweating here with this. I mean, wow, this is one chunky, heavy boy, and it is just absolutely a sight to behold. So wow. So yeah, and that will be it for articulation. And real quick, as far as let's get his gun now. I don't really notice a tab in his hands anywhere, so it looks like this little tab slot right here just kind of fits inside the pocket where the thumb is. So you can just kind of put that in there and then wrap the wrap the hand all the way around, and he will hold that just fine. In fact, it almost kind of looks too small in him, but he will hold that gun just fine in his hand like that. I mean, it's definitely, I mean, it doesn't shake at all. So there is that. So that is Assaultus, aka Bruticus. I just want so badly to call him Bruticus with his gun, and again, that looks absolutely too cool. So there you go for that. And since we got him with his gun, let's just do the comparison right now. So real quick, I'm gonna back off the screen so you can kind of see what's going down. I'm gonna bring us down a bit lower, and we're gonna get our two comparisons. And there he is with Starscream, his creator. You can see Starscream barely coming up to the knee on this monster. Just absolutely too wild. And of course, let's get our second and final comparison. And here we go. We're testing the integrity of my table. There we go. And there he is next to Toy World Constructor, aka Devastator. And yeah, you can kind of see, let's move him off to the side. You can kind of see, I mean, now Toy World Constructor is in a bit of a bent pose. I'm not gonna make him stand up straight for this. I already got him in that pose. That's how he's displayed in my case, so I'm not gonna get him up, but you can see that, I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, definitely, I'm not crazy. I think the proportions are a bit wonky on the Ocular Max, but overall, I mean, scale-wise, I don't think it's too terrible. Not as terrible as I was expecting, or as you know, my comparisons let on to be. So again, that is absolutely too cool. Again, there they are side by side. Bruticus, Devastator. But yeah, no, seriously. So there you go for comparison. And I am, man, this is like the only review that I actually sweated 100% through carrying these heavy chunky bots. So let's summarize and get you a bowl of popcorn, because I got quite a bit to say about this, but we'll try and keep it as short as possible. So let me start off. When I bought this set, as I've stated multiple times, I bought this set with the intention of these being my standalone Combaticons, for robot mode, for vehicle mode. I would combine them once in a review and a few photos, and that would be that, though. They're gonna be in their individual modes. So I have a different route. I'm gonna go for the combiner. As far as my thoughts on the combiner now that I've seen him, again, I think the proportions are a wee bit off. Focus camera. The legs, mainly my issues with the legs. The legs are a bit too long, a wee bit too scrawny. I like my combiner bots big and chunky. That's why I like the Toy World Constructor. The chest, I think the chest is perfect. The upper body, I think the upper body has it knocked out to a T. So the upper body, perfect. So no issues there. That being said, I like the combiner a lot more than I thought I would. I mean, it poses awesome. It's fun to mess with, and you know, I'm not going to do a short on this, but I'll post a few pictures that'll display after my review real quick to some music if you want to look at that. But yeah, this thing is absolutely a ball to play with, which is going to lead me into what I have to say next. This set right here by Ocular Max is hands down the best set of Combaticons on the market. Be it first party, third party, doesn't matter, whatever. This set is absolutely awesome. For whatever you want it for. You want it for robot mode, they look great as bots. Fully articulated, they look great, nice, tight joint. We've gone over it already. The vehicle modes, G1 accurate, they look great, and transformation is not a chore on any of this, no matter what mode you're going into. It's fun, it's intuitive, again, absolutely great transformations, great engineering by Ocular Max in general. For combined mode, again, the combiner forms very easily. You saw it took us less than 5 minutes to put it together, and it looks absolutely great in this mode. I can't say enough good things about this set. Again, it articulates super nice. Our Ocular Max completely knocked these Combaticons out of the park, and honestly, I'm excited for what they have coming next. I can't wait for Defensor. I can't wait for their Devastator to come out. I mean, I plan on getting their Constructicons and their Protectobots for their bot modes, but I'm gonna combine it. I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of those combined modes. So no matter what you're looking for, this is the set you want if you just want an awesome set of masterpiece scale Combaticons or Combaticons in general. Hands down, this is the one you want. That being said, I'm gonna put a link in the description to where just Chosen Prime and Big Bad Toy Store. I've already looked on Big Bad Toy Store. They are already starting to run out of these guys. So again, a lot of people, the secret is out. And again, so I'll put links to Chosen Prime. See if you can get them there if you definitely want this set. It is a bit pricey all in. I think it's just under $600, but that's for each individual character, and it's going to cost you an extra $50 if you want the G1 toy get up that does kind of give them a little bit more height. Not sure about the stability. I am not going to be getting that. So I'll put links in the description to that. That being said, if you found this video fun and informative, if you like this journey, consider liking the video if you haven't liked it already. Also consider subscribing to the channel. Again, I'm trying to post videos 2 to 3 times a week. So definitely that helps me out, and thank you so much to those of you that already are. We've had kind of a boom in the past week, which I'm super excited because I haven't posted anything all last week, so I'm really excited for that. And that being said, I think it is time to end. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following me on this saga if you have been following me from the very beginning. And that being said, I have been FC Finch. Good night.